this is Katie, and thank you for joining me on the My Senses, My Space podcast. And today I wanted to talk about your sense of smell and how potent this sense is. Smells can transport us almost instantly into a moment of time, mostly activating our memories of where have I smelled this before? Is this a perfume of someone that I dearly remember who may be gone now? Is this a food that I remember around holidays that I spend with friends? Are these soaps and perfumes that I'm wearing every day? You know, like in our body lotion or just our shampoo, we have these collections of scents that can make up our smell. When you think of somebody and you go, oh yeah, they have that smell, right? I remember like after my dad passed of having one of his shirts and it would smell like him. And it was mainly his soap and his deodorant. It was just this combination of just reminded me of him. And I'm sure I did keep one of his shirts, but I'm sure now if I smelled just the deodorant itself, I would be like, that smells like him. That's him. Sometimes we smell flowers that arrive at a certain time of year. I know peonies are a favorite of mine in June, this June time. And they were in my wedding bouquet, and I remember just how fragrant they are. And also lilacs. Lilacs are my absolute favorite flower. And that smell I'm like craving year round, but it's because it's so special in the springtime that I do go searching for it. Sometimes our pets have smells. A lot of times I hear that our pets can smell like corn chips because of certain bacteria that is growing within their fur. And I remember we had pugs, and they would definitely, like we would smell their heads and they would smell like corn chips. It was so cute. But it's actually, a chemical thing going on, these bacteria that are living on our pets. But it can be soothing, right? Especially if we're missing a pet, to go through that cycle of loving that pet, but then missing them after they're gone. We can remember those times of just comfort of being with them. And part of that is smell. For some of us, scents are way too strong. It can be something that is overwhelming, that makes us nauseous, that, it's just too much. So we seek out ways to descent our lives in essence, where we are looking for cleaning products that do not have scents in them, or we're creating our own, or, if we're making our own cleaning products, it could be that smell of vinegar or essential oils that we're using is really like what appeals to us more than these really strong chemical scents of bleach. I know we avoid bleach because my husband has asthma and it just hurts his lungs. So we find other alternative ways to have that clean smell, but you don't actually have to have that clean smell for things to get clean. It's a trigger in our mind that when we smell those things, we think of the area as clean. And so sometimes it's effective enough to invite those scents in to kind of trick the brain. But it's also kind of a marketing ploy to have certain scents in cleaning products because it makes our houses, our rooms smell more clean. And actually, there's a whole kind of story with that with Febreze. I was reading that a long time ago about the marketing of that and how they were marketing towards mothers who were trying to just have their houses smell a little better because of the teens in their house. And like, could we just magically spray that away? And how does the brain smell that and go, oh yeah, everything's fine now. I'm just making all the scents go away, when actually there could be a lot of things we do need to clean. Yeah, like what is the illusion of that, and what is the actual part of that where you may not smell many scents, but it is more clean. And I don't want to go into what is the perfect clean. I don't want to go into like, this is the right way to clean anything. That's not what this is about. This is about smelling things. And so I find it really interesting when we enter houses and we smell that family or that person who lives there. It's really interesting because it's their combination of things that they like, or they may smell it all the time and not even realize it. Like many pet owners, or just smells around the house, don't even smell that scent anymore. They don't even realize that scent is in their house. And sometimes when it gets too much, they're like, okay, I need to wash the dog's beds. I need to clean out the kitty litter box. But for the most part, I find it so interesting to step inside a house and smell them and just go, yes, this smells like them, without judgment. It's like everyone has a smell, but you don't really recognize your own. Some people have signature scents, perfumes that they like to wear. And I definitely kept like an old bottle of perfume from my grandmother who has long passed. And when I smell that, it was one of those ones made so long ago that it like has kept over time. It didn't go rancid or anything. And when I pull that out, I can smell her, and it just brings back a lot of memories as well. Some people talk about having a scent for their wedding day. And I do remember having a scent that I wore on my wedding day, but I don't even know if I have anything around for that, because it was made in the early 2000s and it was like a chain store's, lotion and body wash, and those don't keep. So I don't really have a perfume from that day, but I do remember the smell. I do remember like getting up, taking a shower, and purposely putting that scent on because it was my favorite at the time. It was just this fresh, kind of gingery floral scent, and it was, just really delicate, and that's what I remember about that day as well. It's just something I wanted to exude on that day. So as you can tell during this whole podcast, I'm talking about memories. As I said at the beginning, smells have so many memories to them. So I would love to hear if you have any memories of solid, like memories, core memories of certain smells. And if you want to email me at listen@mysensesmyspace.com, or you're welcome to DM me on social media. I would love to hear from you and tell me what your, favorite scent is, or your most memorable. So until next time, thank you for joining me on the My Senses, My Space podcast.